Hi, everyone. We hope you're staying safe and sane during this pretty insane time in the world right now. We're going to be releasing some bonus episodes like this one a little bit earlier than expected and recording more to help really spread some love and joy in the world right now while everyone's kind of cooped up. So I hope you guys really enjoy it and look out for more. Hi, I'm Evelyn,
And I'm Robert.
and we're talking about it.
And we're doing a bonus episode that's going to be free to everybody.
Absolutely. Most of our bonus content is going to be on our Patreon. The link will be down below. But this is our very first one, and we're going to be doing something silly. We're going to be doing a serious one as well that will be free. We're going to be talking about elves later on, but this is kind of a silly, fun one. Dad, you want to tell us what we're doing?
The Fellowship of the Ring. The action movie. That's an action movie with more deaths, more explosions, more plot holes than Pacific Rim.
Hey, I like that movie.
Directed by Michael Bay, with screenplay by M. Night Shyamalan.
So in episode 4, we were joking about it a little bit, and we decided to cut it because we just went on a rambling thing, but it was so funny, at least to us, that we wanted to make a bonus episode about it. So this is our pitch for a super duper action movie by director Michael Bay with screenwriter M. Night Shyamalan, starring Tom Cruise as Frodo.
They don't even have to pretend to make him short.
But something we were joking about is we were just joking about imagining Frodo over Mordor in like the wires and everything just being lowered down into the volcano, and that's just kind of what started this all.
Right. Yeah. Just our general silliness has led to sharing our general silliness.
Now, before we get into it, we do want to say we love all these actors and everything, so don't think that we're making fun of them. We're just imagining what it would be like with them in these roles. And we want you, the listeners, to tell us what you think. If we got something wrong, if you have a different suggestion for who we want to be. And we didn't include all the characters.
No,
so
we did not.
Because we want you to include who you think should play different roles. So, like we said, we have Tom Cruise as Frodo. And then I suggested Helen Mirren should play Bilbo.
Okay, so while Evelyn says we love and respect all of these actors and actresses, which is true, but some of this is done tongue-in-cheek as well.
Yes, though I do believe that Helen Mirren can play anyone perfectly. She is a national treasure.
So, Merry and Pippin will be Matt Damon and Ben Affleck?
Absolutely. I mean, one, they're both action stars, and two, they're best friends automatically. That's actually something that we were a little bit more serious about, I think, I think that I'm being really loud. I think that their friendship and their chemistry, and then the chemistry of Merry and Pippin, I think would be actually really fun. And they would definitely be the explosive experts, I think. They would be the explosive experts.
Oh, yeah, definitely. On accident.
Yeah.
Like trying to smoke pipe weed and drink beer at the same time, maybe. Like, so the Black Rider would be
Vin Diesel. And he would be in a black Mustang instead of the black horse. He'd be on a black Mustang.
How about like a top of the line motorcycle?
Yeah, but I was making a joke about Mustang being a horse.
Oh, I was thinking motorcycle because he goes run, run! That could be the unhobbited sound.
Yeah, the chilling screech. Okay, I do like that on a motorcycle. And speaking of Vin Diesel, we think that Jason Statham would be perfect for Gandalf.
Jeremy Renner would be Sam.
Yes, I love Jeremy Renner, and I think he would be perfect as Sam. And I know with him playing Hawkeye, he would be, like, you would think we would put him as Legolas, but no, I want him as Sam. I want him doing those stupid stretches that he does in Mission Impossible as Sam while he's helping out Frodo.
Oh, and then for the wise one,
Oh,
Elrond is going to be Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson. We almost called him The Rock, but out of respect, because he doesn't want to be called that anymore, we are calling him Dwayne Johnson. And honestly, I can see him as the wise one, Elrond. I can see that.
Yes, he's got that eyebrow thing he can do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And he's got this seriousness to him that I feel like really works.
Yes.
And then, speaking of people with seriousness to them, Mr. Maggot, as we talked about in chapter 4, Mr. Maggot as Liam Neeson as Mr. Maggot.
Yes.
I have a special set of skills.
Yes,
and I can get you to the ferry.
I have a special set of skills. I grow mushrooms. I have a special set of skills. I made that Black Rider go away with just my look and glare.
That is true. It's like I said, this is tongue in cheek, but we actually thought about this. And then, okay, so you were making fun of me because I don't know her name, but the pretty elf lady, it has to be Michelle Rodriguez. What was her name? It's the pretty elf lady. Michelle Rodriguez, she is the badass go-to female action star. And that would be perfect. Plus, she's also really pretty.
Jack Black as?
What did we put Jack Black? Oh, yeah. Aragorn as our star, as our king. It's Jack Black. I mean, honestly, Jack Black did such a fantastic job in Jumanji. I think that comedic action aspect would be perfect. I do. You're laughing at me, but I think it's true. I think Jack Black would be so much fun as Aragorn.
But see, I think my next pick is even better than that.
Okay.
Treebeard, Sylvester Stallone.
That is... I mean, we can barely understand Treebeard anyway. Can you imagine Sylvester Stallone just doing poetry for 5 hours?
Don't be so hasty.
And that would mean that we would have Stallone interacting with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Correct.
And that would just be fun, I think.
Right. Now, we also thought about some of the minor characters that we've already seen up to chapter 4.
And how I love the Saxville Baggins. And we see the sass and the terrible, amazing crudeness of Mrs. Saxville Baggins. And Dad, will you do the honors of telling the pick?
RuPaul.
I would love to see RuPaul as Mrs. Saxville Baggins.
But she would have to wear her beehive blonde wig.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that is her classic no.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, RuPaul in all of his just iconic glory. And then the person to play the nephew? Bob the drag queen. I love Bob the drag queen. Honestly, probably my favorite. Just the comedic chops are just amazing. And I think the comedic chops between the two of them would just be hilarious.
And I think Evelyn's next pick is right on the money.
Okay, so for Boromir, I think, and this is a long shot here, folks, it should be Sean Bean.
Again.
I think Sean Bean is awesome. It should just be Boromir again. I mean, there's no one else who could be Boromir. I think he's excellent.
And
you simply do not walk into Mordor. It's a classic meme. I think we just need Sean Bean again.
Right. And so the last one we have on our list that we've already picked, we want you guys to email us ideas, and we'll share them around some.
No, you missed one.
Actually.
So speaking of Boromir, our 2 other Fellowship of the Rings people, you forgot one. So go ahead and say who we think Gimli should be first.
Okay, Gimli, Gimli, who's always complaining, who's always saying this, this isn't the way we should be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. And exactly the way he was in Jurassic Park.
Yes. Exactly.
Life finds a way.
Or The Fly, even.
True. But Jeff Goldblum is Gimli. And then
We also thought it was funny because he's like 6'4".
right, exactly. And Gimli's a dwarf, and Jeff Goldblum's one of the tallest actors in Hollywood. He's like on the top 10 list.
Yeah.
So we thought that was also just kind of funny in itself. But then we had to have Mark Wahlberg in there, and we thought he would be excellent as Legolas.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have an action movie, you need Mark Wahlberg. And excuse me. And if you're gonna have an action movie, you need Mark Wahlberg. And instead of Legolas with the archery, it's Mark Wahlberg with a machine gun, a la Transformers. Apparently, we made the dog bark doing that.
Well, that's our ideas. We're inviting you to share your ideas about who could be in this ultimate big explosion, not making sense action movie of
Lord
all time.
With the Fellowship of the Ring. And then, what's the next one called? It's the Two Towers. So two towers. Like the Fast and Furious. And then Return of the King, Tokyo Drift.
Return of the Sith, Tokyo Drift.
So that's just us being stupid and silly and having fun. But we want to know your stuff too. So let us know. All the ways to contact us are in the links down below. And we hope you enjoyed it. Bye.